All right, what's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown. Man, I haven't been on here in a minute, bro. I haven't been on here in a minute. So let me go ahead and say thank you to everybody who have been recently subscribing. We are almost at 300 subscribers. We only need 200 more to monetize this channel, and I appreciate everybody for holding us down, man. That means new watchers, people who are watching on Twitter, people who are watching on Twitch, people who are watching on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Kick. You feel me? They watching a little bit everywhere. So I want to say thank everybody for watching. That's first and foremost. Now everybody know this is a faceless channel. Everybody know who I am, though. You already know who I be. Y'all know who I be. I don't even got to say my name. Y'all know who I be, man. Now let's go ahead and get directly into this content because we got to talk about the manosphere. We got to talk about male adjacent women. We absolutely do. And if we don't talk about these women, then the manosphere will, because I think it's crazy how the manosphere has turned they back on KaliBev. KaliBev, who was the main one riding for them. KaliBev, who was the main one saying that poor niggas should have a wife no matter what. All right. Now, just recently, KaliBev got divorced. Just recently, KaliBev got divorced. And I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't believe it. Not the woman that's telling other women to stay with your man no matter what. So it's okay for some women to stay with broke niggas, but not you. She said, well, my man wasn't providing. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. Now we got to talk about it, man. And shout out to This Might Be Risky. All right. Now let's go ahead and get directly into this content. Kali's a young lady right here, guys. Right here at the bottom, right below Sean Antonio. And according to her, women supposed to, I don't know, be submissive and shut the fuck up at all times. So let's go ahead and get to it.
Right now, if you can, that helps the channel the most. Kali, what's goody?
Hey everybody! Surprise, niggas!
Surprise, niggas! It's crazy.
Perfect.
Surprise! What they surprised about, Cal? Talk that shit.
Nah, because nobody knew. A handful of people knew
Mm-hmm.
what time it was.
Well, you gonna have to provide the context because it's 300 people. Well, a little over 300 people here right now.
So we definitely want to hear the context of why KaliBev, the woman who I respect, first of all, but I'm just giving fair use and fair criticism. And also, let me say this too. Disclaimer. A copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is also a use permitted by copyright statute that might be otherwise infringed upon. Now, let me go ahead and say this. I don't know these people personally. I never met Kali. I spoke to her a few times on the back end. Same thing with Hamp. I probably spoke to Sean Antonio more than anybody else on this panel. But we're gonna go ahead and break this down. What's good, Lord ADS? I'd definitely like for you to come up here with me, Lord ADS, if you got time, my brother, because I know that you represent Red Pill in the manosphere as well, and I would definitely love to see what men like you think about this. Now, we got Kali, who in her 40s, who she about to explain why she getting divorced. You got to remember, this is a woman that told other women to stay with they broke nigga. It don't matter if your man's providing or not. Don't matter if he got a second woman or not. Don't matter if he cheated or not. You supposed to stay with this man no matter what. But she didn't. So let's see why.
Now I'm saying they not all in the Discord. They haven't been around the internet forever per se. Feel me? Now they've been here long enough. Like shout out to Mike Brown, is one of my OGs. You know what I'm saying? So he know you well enough. So they need to understand what's what.
Now, before Kali go into her conversation, I want to welcome to the stage my brother Lord ADS.
What up, Darrel Long? Good morning, brother.
What's going on, my brother?
Not much. I'm not red pill per se, not at all. There's a lot of things that line up with just natural male instinct that are red pill, but I'm not that extreme. I try to be more balanced, right? If anything else, but it sometimes it comes across a little bit too, how you say it, too abrasive. So that's something I'm working on, is my kind of communication skills too, from that perspective, right? I could be a little too brash, but believe it or not, man, this gender war thing ain't good. It's not cool. So, I mean, sometimes the women are right, and sometimes we right. I think we just go to these extremes on who's right and who's wrong, right? When sometimes it's a combination of things. But
I think the reason why Kali getting a lot of pushback before I go to the video is because she was doing what some women would call mammying. And, she was telling other women, well, it don't matter if your man providing or not. You supposed to still stick by his side. It doesn't matter if, you know what I'm saying, if he's an average guy or a higher earner, he can have multiple women. And for some women, that's cool, but for not, it's not cool for every woman. And I think that's the only reason why she getting a lot of pushback. But let's hear why KaliBev and her husband are divorcing.
All right. So, all right. I'm who Camp was referencing as far as going through the process. Only thing that's left to be done is to separate assets, of which there are not much, but assets nonetheless, assets and debts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things got rocky about 10 years ago. How I fucked it up, to answer the question, would be essentially turning yellow flags into green flags about, hindsight being 2020, of course, because now you're like, okay, yeah, this has the potential. I mean, this definitely had the potential to be what it is.
Hold on, Kali. Hold on, Kali. So you stay with this man for 10 extra years and he wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. You know what? Let me get the full story. I don't want to judge ahead of time. All right.
Now,
I agree with that too, Darrell. There's two sides to the story, right?
It is.
But on this end, though, I'm listening for her perspective, and this is something very common amongst a lot of men, especially in the BC. You put too much weight on the woman. She's carrying that load for 10 years of being the sole provider of the house. She ain't signed up.
Do you think that was the case for ADS? Do you really think that she stayed for 10 years and he wasn't paying no bills? I think that she lying on her husband.
I think that I've seen something similar to that before, especially, saying with women in our community, where I literally got homeboys who don't work. The woman, goes out, she makes the money, right? She makes the bulk money. And this has been going on.
You're talking about younger men, though. You're not talking about in their 40s, right?
Yeah, something like that, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
We're talking about guys in their 20s and 30s, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, I've seen that before, though. Saying where the woman goes out, she has to do all the work. And I'm thinking to myself, how do they get away with that? I could not get away with that just sitting on the couch. I wouldn't feel right just sitting on the couch, saying, and just, saying on PlayStation or doing something else, right, with my homeboys.
Right.
And she having to go out and go get it. It would feel very awkward and off-putting to me. But I can't totally dismiss what she's saying, because I've seen similar situations to what she's talking about.
Okay. I can respect that. Do you think, because you might not know, but Nay, she in the chat right now. She runs her own business. She own a building. She's a hairstylist, but she own a building. I know a lot of them hairstylists make money. So KaliBev husband, last time I talked to Kali, he was a barber in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I feel like barbers make a lot of money. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like, even to be a barber, to run a business, to continue buying clippers, you got to have some money. So, but I'm going to let Kali tell her story. I'm not going to call her a liar. I'm going to be open-minded like Lord ADS is right now, because perhaps she is telling the truth. But like he said, he was talking about young men, not men in their 40s. That's why I don't believe it. I don't believe it's not a man today that's 40 years old, that has a wife and kids, that's not out here hustling and working to provide for his family. But I might be wrong. Let's hear Kali's story.
Just ignored it against the advisement of, maybe not direct advisement, but, I guess warnings from my dad identifying those things as yellow flags.
Your father pointed things out that you ignored?
Yes.
Now, this is what I don't like. What's up, Victor? I'm letting everybody up today, Vic. You can hit the link. Just when you hit the link, Vic, just don't overtalk the content. But anybody can come up today. You know, Sharon, anybody. I have no beef. But let me say this. When she said I ignored what my father told me about my husband, so I don't understand it, Callie, because for years when, you know, I'm doing Simp Nation and you coming up, you're telling women that they must respect every man, every single man, the average man, the bum niggas, all of them. But now you tell us at the same time, you didn't even respect your father, right? And I think that today I'm gonna have to get a manosphere a win. That's why I want to ADS up here too, because at the end of the day, how can you say respect all men, but then your father give you advice and you don't want to take the advice pertaining the man that you're going to be marrying? I think that either she's still on her male adjacent bullshit, or she never actually lived by what she was telling other women to live by. It has to be one of the two. I see Nate came up. Nate, what's your thoughts on this? And I'm gonna let Nate go to ADS and then get back to the video. Nate.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. First, I wanted to talk about the hair business. The hair business can be tumultuous. It is a up and down process when you are you might as well say a self-employed sole contractor or a hairstylist per se. If you don't have constant clientele, it will be times where you don't make no money whatsoever. So you need to have a dependable, especially if you're married, a dependable partner. So if she's saying that she pretty much took a buck, I can kind of sort of believe it, because as a hairstylist, sometimes I may not make money. Even though I work in a shop that's constantly busy, if I don't have any clients constantly coming in, I have no income. So it's my husband sometimes do have to take some of the bills and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay this, and this. You get yourself together, baby." I was like, so that can be true. And then as far as her father is concerned, well, I mean, if she's what women would call her like a mammy, most mammies are what? Bible thumpers, right? So in that good book, it says that you're supposed to detach yourself from your parents. So you can listen to them, but you still cling to your husband, right? So yeah, her dad can give her all the advice in the world, but at the end of the day, she still has to cling herself to her husband. You might as well say your husband becomes your father. So yeah. She may have lived, probably saw all the red flags that she should have decided. She should have made proper choices and discernment on what she needs to do. She should have took the advice of her father if her father was giving her, has given her the red flags that she didn't see.
So let me ask you this, Nate, before I let ADS speak, if he has something that he want to say on this, because I can't really speak to her husband's finances, nor can I speak to the hair industry like you can, because you're actually in that industry, right?
Right.
What I look at is like how I work with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Even on our slow weeks, we're going to make money. You know what I mean? Like even on our slow weeks, but I get it. You guys, it's more clientele basis. You only make money when you got a head in a chair. But
Right.
my thing is, they're in Atlanta like you are.
Mm-hmm.
People are always getting a haircut every week.
Well, I would say this. It's according to what area you are in. And like a lot of people down here in Atlanta are not doing celebrities where you're sitting up and getting $500 a cut or $100 a lineup. You're not doing that type of stuff.
So it is a possibility that her husband could have had like what you call dry spots when he wasn't able to provide.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. That goes for any of us.
Yes.
Like Amazon made me take the day off because they said they couldn't schedule me more than 6 days in a row, which is bullshit. Because then my DSP hit me up like, hey, you might have to do rescues later on. I said, bro, anything after 3 o'clock, I'm not coming out there.
I'm not coming
You know what I'm
away
saying?
up
You have
now.
to let me know before then, because
Right.
I got to come pick up a van. I got to go all the way to Oconomo Walk. You feel me? And even then, like I told him, I'm only picking up bags from certain people, but a whole different conversation. Lord,
Right.
did you want to say anything before we get back to Callie's story about why she's divorcing her husband and not sticking to the advice that she gave other women?
I believe Nay is right on that. Depending on what part of town you live in, really determines a lot of the money you make, right? Like my barbers out here in Norcross, it's like 2 or 3 barbershops out here for black people, for black men at least, right? And sometimes my barbershop is full, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not. Some days they make really good money, some days they don't. My barber was telling me that a while back, right? So it does definitely weigh into the, this whole conversation piece of what, where you actually could be making. But I would also like to say this. Whenever I take a woman over to my mom's house, she don't got nothing nice to say. She didn't call some of my exes booger bears to their faces. You know what I'm saying? She didn't call them gold diggers. She didn't call them hoes. My mom is rough on women. I mean, like really rough on women when I bring them over. And she don't like nobody. So I'm not sure if her daddy was just giving her that really tough, stiff advice that most, children will ignore after a while, right? Because it's just so damn critical. Or was it just really good sound advice? Now it's coming back up in her head, right? I'm not sure which one she perceived at that point. Because I know my dad is super cool. He ain't gonna say a word, right? He's really, really cool. My mom, though, she'll go in. I mean, she'll really go in on the broad.
So you saying, like, in correlations to Callie's story, maybe she didn't listen to her father because he was never going to accept any man anyway.
Exactly. It just wasn't going to happen. What happens is over time, that person gets used to that person, right, and accepts them. But initially, it's like this super killer uphill battle. But that draws into question after 10 years. If her father was still giving her that same advice, then that's
what was she doing? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I got to drop. I got a meeting, ladies and gents. I may be back.
Okay.
Okay, man. I'll be here for a minute. All right, yes, appreciate you. So I'm gonna say this. Damn, I wish I could switch spots with him and Nate. Anyway, Gore, I agree with you, bro. Cause the ones who I meet, bro, these niggas charging $100 a haircut now. Like no bullshit, right? Me and my wife, we booked a haircut with our barber Dre. Shout out to Dre. He from Chicago. Cool ass nigga, right? Real like former street nigga. Now he a like Israelite type nigga now. Dog, that nigga charged $75 a haircut, bro. I walked outside the other day, bro. That nigga in a Hyundai Genesis, bro. A Hyundai Genesis, bro. And I know his note more expensive than mine. So I'm like, dog. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because it's Chicago and these niggas around here, they dress like they want to be Detroit niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like they think they really smooth around here, bro. A lot of them got them braids though, but the ones that keep their shit cut, that Dre be around, all them boys be real sharp. I ain't even gonna lie. You feel me? But this is the thing. Look, Gore, after 7:30, he charged another 25, so it's 100 piece. You feel me? So he got people rushing in to get there before 7, bro. He be booked, bro. It be so hard to bump into this nigga. You feel me? So like now you can ask my wife. I'm pretty sure you heard Jimmy talking about it. Every single time we go meet this nigga, he got somebody else already in the chair. Oh damn, y'all booked that 9? Oh, they booked that 9 too. Just sit here. That's the type of nigga he is.
Yeah, so like he's a double
people
booker. Like, yeah, and the hair industry, you better do that. You know, honestly, you better double book because sometimes people won't show up. Some people gonna be late.
Do you think Callie's husband wasn't hustling? Because it seemed like they like niggas booking through the apps now.
Well, yeah, some people book it through the apps. You know, people book through the apps when they come down to me, when it comes down, or they call some word of mouth referrals and stuff like that. But it's according to what, like I said, it's according to what area you in as well. Some people, some people are in areas where you try to be reasonable with folks because the cost of living down here is like super high, like it is where you are. And
you think the cost of living in Chicago is higher than Atlanta?
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No. So most of the time you try to be as reasonable as possible. Yeah.
I
But
think they
I
getting
don't
more
know.
money in Atlanta,
Maybe he's
man.
not
But
a
I'm
good
gonna say
barber
this:
on top of that. Like, if you have a skill that you've honed over the years and you're good, very, very good at it, people gonna refer you. You're gonna always constantly have people in the chair. But we don't know. So honestly, like, I don't know exactly where her husband works at, what area he's in. But I know where I work at. I work in the hood. You might as well say. You might as well say. But my hood is a little more
this
buzzkill
the
than
thing,
certain
though,
other
right?
hoods. Yeah.
It's the thing. Like I told Gordon in chat, my bad, bro. I'm on some bullshit typing, bro. I blunt in my hand, looking up on Instagram. But bro, yeah, her husband a barber, right? I'm gonna tell that story how I know that for a fact, right? Real quickly before I press play. Like, so this how me and Callie fell out. Princella had went to Lapeef, and a dude named Sweeney was there, and Sweeney is a barber. So I did a video the next day after he disrespected Princella. And speaking of that, I got a video about Princella after this. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. But anyway, when Princella left Lapeef, it was because of Sweeney. So I made a video saying that barbers don't have like a lot of education, and
Yeah,
for
it was
me,
funny as hell.
and I felt like, in my opinion, like barbers, like especially the male ones, they walk around like they're different from the women hairdresser. You're a hairdresser. That's what you do for a living. You're in people's hair all day. So I feel like a hairdresser, in the conversation, speaking to somebody who was a college graduate, I feel like it was kind of inappropriate how he was addressing her. And I kind of took that out on all hairdressers and barbers that day. And Callie got offended, and she told me she wasn't coming back, which I was deeply upset about. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know your husband was a barber. But even so, your husband probably shouldn't be speaking about fucking women's biology, especially now that we know he couldn't provide for 10 years straight, which I don't believe. I don't believe that no barber is broke for 10 years straight. I'm
Not 10
sorry.
years
I don't
straight.
believe it.
No. I
I
was like,
don't
now
believe
she
it.
probably made more money because she had a constant check. She should have probably said it
I
like
can
that.
understand that, Nate. And if
Yeah,
she
we can
had
understand
verbalized
that.
it that way, I would agree with you.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you know how many
I
times,
agree with you.
I mean, I would agree with that. If she said, you know what, I had a constant check coming in. I was always getting my 40 to 50 hours, and sometimes he wouldn't get as many heads. That makes sense. But you know what? Let's keep going, Callie.
Yeah. Yes, I'm taking Nehemiah home as soon as I finish. Okay.
I like
My
the
son's
name
friends over
Nehemiah.
there.
I hope you know who Nehemiah is. So 10 years, you started having doubts. You started having second guessing. You knew that it was off, or what? Like what? Because so what it is before you got married, your father said it. You ignored that, and then 6 years in, you said, "Okay, what my father said is coming to fruition."
Like little hints, like, didn't Daddy say something like that? Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. I'll go on ahead and I'll work it out, because that's always the thing. Work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out. You can work it out. Aside from,
First of all, Callie, you have failed to provide us what type of reservations did your father have with your soon-to-be ex-husband? Then I need to know, why on earth did you ignore those things yet? You tell women on a daily basis to do what?
Stick by your husband.
To fucking submit to men, to submit to everything that they do. Now, just so be it. I have Callie's husband music video, because they also make music in Atlanta. They are rappers.
Oh, he can't be
Okay,
broke. Damn.
that's right. That's right. Now I'm gonna do y'all a blessing and play the video that got the most views, even though they all got about 300 views,
Not 300.
700 views, or something like that. I want to find the one Callie was in when she was twerking and shit.
Now she was twerking. Oh, damn. Not a barber.
Because again, I think that
goddamn.
we have to have a real conversation. You can't just be sitting around exposing your husband. But you know what? I'm playing the music video in a second. Let's keep going.
Adultery and physical abuse, you work it out.
What?
Adulting. Work it out.
That's what that big Bible do.
You can work it out. Aside from, adultery and physical abuse, you work it out. But some things just cannot be worked out, especially if,
What about physical abuse can work out?
What changed?
Yeah, but so Kali, what exactly can't be worked out? Because that's what I'm confused about. Because you told these other women that then they're under any circumstances, they should stay.
Just the sentiment of, aside from adultery or physical abuse, what changes that sentiment?
I could not handle what I thought I could.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Damn, I was on your side. Damn, child.
That's right, Nate.
Wait a minute.
So when other women were telling you that they couldn't handle it, you told them to go back. But now you're on DJ Ham channel saying I couldn't handle what I couldn't handle. And before I let Nate go, let me say this too, as a little side note. I think it's absolutely insane that you're going around to DC Hamps event and all these different Hamps event, and your husband was never invited to none of them. You never showed up with your husband once. It's given E-Black TV. That's what it's given. Why are y'all going these places without y'all counterpart? This is where, despite me not liking Anton, I will give him credit because you won't see him without Rita.
Absolutely.
You won't see Trill without his wife.
Absolutely.
I don't understand how y'all get on these spaces, KaliBev, and be the black version of fucking just pearly things, but you out here, Lord knows, doing what in those events without your fucking husband, and then you want him to provide and protect. Y'all already been having issues, but you going around other men to do what? Spending nights getting hotels. Child, don't even get me started on the rumors.
Child, I heard the rumors.
I'm not even gonna address those rumors.
I heard the rumors. I was like, oh.
The rumors hit my ear too. A little bird whispered in my ear. Said that two married people were fucking each other
at certain events. But we're not gonna
And again, let me go ahead and put a disclaimer out there. We don't know these individuals. This is all alleged. Okay? Make that clear. Continue on, my sister names.
Lord Jesus, just like Rooster said, child.
Yes, Gore. We're going to need more information.
You're not going to sit here and blow past the fact that you sit up and said adultery and physical abuse. Like I stated in the chat, I said the only way you can divorce your husband is during adultery.
Gore said the same thing. He said it's crazy how everybody blew past adultery and abuse.
Yeah, you could, but the only way you can divorce your husband in their Bible, it says it's only adultery. He can beat your ass.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I said it. I said the only way you could divorce your husband is if he cheats on you or abandonment. But if he's beating your ass, you don't leave him. If he's sitting here financially abusing you, you can't leave him. If you cannot leave that man unless he's abandoning you, and it goes into the forms of abandonment. And then if he cheats on you, but he was doing both.
Exactly. And that's why we gotta get more information, Nay. That's why we gotta hear the whole story. That's why I bought the members only. This is not even the edited version that Ham posted. This is the raw thing. Let's go.
Damn.
No, I cannot handle being the leader. I cannot handle having the problem. Mm-hmm. So no, I cannot handle being the leader. I cannot handle having the problem solve for everything. Yeah.
Hold on. Because every second we're gonna have to get commentary. This is too much. You were the leader for 10 years, girl, while you was online telling women to submit to average niggas that don't got a pot to piss in and want to throw it out of. How dare you? And this is what we talk about when we talk about fucking scammers. Y'all worse than the niggas in the streets. At least when they sell me a rock, I know what I'm about to buy. You motherfuckers that sell me a motherfucking a fake ass. My mind is all. I'm all over the fucking place right now. Kali, I am so disappointed in you right now. When people say stuff to these women in these spaces, I expect y'all to live by that shit. If not, then move the fuck along, because what you're doing is harming the community. And this is why, right? This is why DJ Hemp's panel, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, let me say this first. I respect Hemp. I respect Omega Sci-Fi. I respect Sean Antonio. I respect Alpha Alpha. I respect I don't know the rest of these niggas, but I respect Cali too. But what I don't like, right, is when y'all get in these spaces and act like fucking black Israelite bandits. Meanwhile, y'all doing all this bullshit behind closed doors. But you niggas expect the community to be, the fucking community to be one. You expect women to follow your lead. So, okay, let's go with that. They see you doing messy shit, shiesty shit, fucking over y'all families, fucking over y'all wives, live into the public. Then they follow y'all lead. You niggas got a fucking problem. They see y'all being hoes. Now they got a sexual revelation, or a revolution of women giving pussy up just because they want to now. And y'all got a problem with that now. You got a problem with every fucking thing. Why don't you have a problem with Cali going against her own fucking word? Why aren't y'all holding her to the fucking fire and say, hold on, mama, leaving your husband? You was the leader. You supposed to stay in that role, like you told the rest of these women to. Instead, the reason why we can never get better is because we'll see somebody, right? Let's put this in the realm of education. We'll see somebody going to school, failing a fucking test, and say, you did a good job, bro. Instead of saying, you're fucking slow. Go home, read, and don't come back, nigga. Don't do nothing else until you get the fucking test questions right. But instead, y'all say, oh, bro, you good. And you're reading at a fucking 4th grade level, and you can barely fucking articulate yourself. But you're good. You're going against all your fucking morals and values, but you're good. This is the reason why I have removed myself from this community, because I cannot tolerate this, literally. And this is why we're doing our own personal reactions. Child.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That pressure of being a leader was too much.
What do you mean by being a leader? Do you mean by raising your fucking sons, Kelly?
I'm supposed to figure that shit. What you mean by that? What you mean by being the leader? Because it's a biblical definition of what the leader is supposed to be, and then it's a man-made. Well, the Bible was made by man, but still, yeah, that means that cultivates and explains what the leader role is. There. So what are you talking about? Like, it's going to be
Nate,
times
I'm even
you're
more
going to have to be the
confused.
leader.
I'm confused personally by Cali, right?
Yes. What you mean?
When she say leader, I get confused because I remember Cali, and if I need to, I'll go find clips, right? Cali, you know me. There's no need to challenge me. Let's just have a personal little criticism right now. Girl, you have told women that if they have a check, they supposed to give it to their motherfucking man. You have told women that if your man ain't got it right now, you supposed to be his Slack. You supposed to be his Beyonce to Jay-Z. You supposed to be the Bonnie to his Clyde. But now, when you have to step into those shoes and do right by your man, it's too much for you. Oh, it's almost like the rest of the women that went through exactly what you're going through, that came to you and told you the exact same thing. You didn't give a fuck then, so guess what we're gonna do? Guess what we're gonna do? Where's Stephen A at?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
We don't care. As a matter of fact, we're gonna make fun of you. That's right. That's what we're gonna spend the next few hours doing. Making fun of you. Because you are a complete hypocrite. You're worse than just pearly things. You wanna know why? You're a black woman advising black men about relationships to which you are a failure. And I'm saying that as a friend. I could say it as an op. We don't want that. You don't even got a man to protect you right now. What, Hamp gonna step out of his fucking wife and husband and all them to protect you? Girl, you know better than that. Ask Lucky Marie how that went for her. Listen, you are a hypocrite. And I don't like that. I thought you was better than that. I told people a long time ago that you sent me a video of twerking. And I went back through that thread with my wife and I showed her the thread. I see that you removed the video. That's fine. But you should have already known that I screenshotted that girl years ago. Nice booty, by the way. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Too much with little to no support. Yeah, definitely.
Girl, if you got time to twerk that ass and show Darrel Long, then you got time to take care of your goddamn family. I don't want to hear shit. This is what I appreciate about my wife, Nay. Right? This is what I try to tell her. One of the best qualities about my wife is the fact that she's a great mom. That's a fact. I would even go so far as saying that's her redeeming quality. How dare you insult your family like this? How dare you spill your son's father business all over? Child. Y'all have no decorum these days. Y'all have no chill these days. Let me go in here and talk to my alleged side nigga about my husband. Yeah, I took it there. Now, I'm trying my hardest not to address these rumors, girl. But correct me if I'm wrong, Nate. In Detroit, they say the shoulder that you cry on end up being the dick that you ride on. And girl,
that you ride on.
Girl,
anyway,
it's given infidelity. But you know what? We'll get there.
But I thought I could do it, so I did, and it just, you just kind of look up and you're like, wait a minute, why am I doing everything?
Nay, I'm married, you married. Let me know if I'm wrong, Nay. When we went to the pulpit, did we not take vows to be there through thick and thin? Did we not take vows to be there through sickness and health and wealth?
Everything.
Okay. So when you ask the question, why am I doing this? Why? Oh, maybe because you took a vow of 2 fucking families, yours and his. Maybe that's why. I told my wife, I wish that we lived by Game of Thrones rules. Oh, you about to break your vow? Which one you want to lose an arm or you want to go to the wall? Pick one. You want to go to the wall or you want to lose your foot? Pick. Just let me know. But let me tell you this. Once you make that vow to the wall, you break that vow. It's only one way out of that, my baby. You niggas don't take vows seriously. This is why the white man ruling. The white man got a vow to uphold American culture. This is why Donald Trump is president. That's a fact.
But you know what? I'm trying to figure out one too. Also, why are you coming to the internet talking about your divorce? Why? I don't understand. If you're going through a time where you're breaking a bond or a contract per se, you say a commitment contract. Why are you on This Might Be Risky talking about it?
Here, a better question then. If you're having financial issues, why are you on the channel for free? Let's start there.
Thank you. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna sit up and come online and me and my husband are going through a divorce, and I'm sitting here telling you my business. I ain't about to do all this shit. It ain't none of your business as it is. But for him, this is good content.
Of course.
But also
allegedly validates the manosphere.
Yeah, but also let's also say this: it in a way it validates the manosphere, and then it doesn't because it talks about divorce. And you remember in the beginning of it, she said it's not too much assets to split. That gets rid of the idea that when black average couples divorce, the man loses everything.
He ain't got shit to lose.
You don't got shit to lose.
Child.
Like,
I know y'all
most of the time when you dividing shit, I'm like, you're not paying alimony.
Aw, and Mills is here.
Yay.
Oh my God. I must be doing better, Nay. I must be doing fucking better.
Yeah, but you're not. I'm like, it's not like he's sitting to pay you a whole bunch of child support, and it's not like you getting alimony. Most of the time, when you're splitting stuff, I'm like, it's because you congregated it together. Y'all paid for it together, and you just split it in half. Whether you bought a house together, if you have your own car, or whatever the case may be, that's all you're really doing. You're not splitting assets as if it's millions and thousands or millions of dollars amongst the average couple. So please, there you go, manosphere. Prime
I am
example,
so
KaliBev. Okay, y'all. When you get a divorce, you don't have shit to split.
Let's continue with KaliBev's testimony.
And what does everything consist of?
Child.
Parenting, finances, and entertainment.
What?
Air you through. Air you through.
Hold the fuck on. So when black women come on here and they talk about parenting and they talk about finances, Kali, you have historically been on their asses. Why you care if your nigga get money or not? You're supposed to be a down bitch. But oh, how the tables have turned, my love. Oh, what a tangled web we have weaved, my love.
It's always an epiphany. It's always the ones, the pick-me's and the mammies that are, either have who are married or whatever finally get a reality check.
Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up.
And all this caping and dick riding that you've been doing.
I already told Gently that. Yeah, you can get a divorce when I'm dead. Not a second before. Get me fucked up.
Look, Rooster, he can't sue for shit because he ain't the breadwinner in the house.
Oh, let me show you what Rooster said, y'all. Her husband can actually sue her for public humiliation, and if she's the breadwinner, she would have to pay him. Oh, I'm coming for alimony immediately. And Mill says, I just can't stand to watch these red pill. They are just platforms, just horrible. Yes, they are horrible. And Mills, I couldn't agree more. I wouldn't allow Kali to disrespect her husband like this. This would be a closeted conversation. Not one to be reviewed for the likes of somebody like myself. But here we are.
Entertainment. What is that?
Entertainment, like, going out, dating, things like that.
So, hold on.
Did she say dating?
I think she meant paying for dates with her husband and going out with her husband. You got a problem with that, girl?
Wait a minute. Why is that a problem?
I'm confused now. I can't tell y'all how many times my wife done footed the bill when we went out. Thousands.
I'm like, shoot, you need to ask how much I spent on my husband's birthday. And my husband turned 40 this year. So imagine how much money I'm going to spend for his 40th birthday.
Thousands. I already know that. Thousands.
And guess what? I don't give a fuck because he's good to me. I don't mind. Shit, it is what it is.
You're just
you about to get that money back?
Hyenas, KaliBev, that you attacked. You're just like these IG models. What's the difference from what you doing right now and what the rest of the women do? Oh, I don't want to pay for a nigga stuff that I made vows with. Then why you make vows to him then? Why you tell him before his family and your family that you was going to stick by his side through health, wealth, thickness, and thin, all of that shit in front of God? Why you make babies with this nigga then? Oh, because you never really planned on being with niggas. Or let's get to a new solution, because maybe that wasn't it. Maybe you did plan on being with them until you saw something better. Until other men started to say, oh, baby, you beautiful. Let me throw this money at you. You got a broke nigga? You don't gotta deal with that no more. Listen, Cali, temptation is a motherfucker. You around niggas all day that make money. Sean Antonio make money. Hamp make money. This is solidified niggas. How could you not be tempted to move on and get a divorce? The reason why I'm watching this video, because I want to know, are you divorcing him or is he divorcing you? That's a child.
So how do you reconcile? So what does it look like? So are you in agreement with women? So you didn't want to be the leader. You didn't want to be in charge. You didn't want to have say so.
It don't matter about what you want, DJ fucking Israelite.
I'm like, boy, shut up. Talk about you don't want to be a leader. You don't want to do. Look. Even leaders have to step down and listen to their subordinates, okay? And as your wife, you're supposed to lead and love and listen to the things that I see that you don't see. As
Nay,
the leader.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him.
God damn.
Disrespectful, Nay. Just let me know, and
go ahead. This your channel. You say what you want to say.
So DJ Hamp's wife has her doctorate, Nay.
Okay.
Her fucking doctorate. You think that she's not bringing in income to the family and to the household?
Hell no. Yeah, hell yeah. She bringing all that. She making double income.
You think that she got a doctorate and she just sitting at home, fucking making sure the clothes is nice and the floor is clean? Are we serious right now? Hamp, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll go so far as
not
to say I
attacking your
make more
wife
than
now.
you.
Not attacking your wife.
No, just the facts.
Just saying. Just saying.
And Mill says exactly. I don't mind spending money on my significant other because he would do it for me. That's what me and my wife do all the time. And Mill says she better stay off these platforms. They would wreck her marriage and then talk about her badly. That has already happened in Mills.
You didn't want to have the decision-making power.
No, I didn't. Not to that extent, no. What I'm good at, I'm good at. That's fine, right? That's cool. But I would still try because we got 3 boys. So
Cali, just like the rest of these women that Kevin Samuels have talked about, that Tommy Sotomayor have talked about, that Anton Daniels have talked about, saying that these women will leave their marriages because how they feel when the going gets rough and tough. That's what it sounds like. It don't sound like she's saying that her husband forfeited the marriage. It sounds like she's saying that she forfeited the marriage. Child.
You have to have a certain outlook on what a leader of a home is supposed to be. So
is that leader always male?
Wait a minute. But you stay with that man for 10 years.
Child, kept fucking him, kept making babies, kept letting him come inside you. But he wasn't a leader.
But he wasn't doing the things he's supposed to do as a man, the quote unquote man of the house. The role that he decided to take, that when men put amongst themselves as providers and provisioners and problem solvers.
Child.
And I'm still not gonna skirt past the fact that he already done cheated on you and he used to whoop your ass. So he did all these things. I'm not saying negate it. I'm not going to sit up and say your story is not true because I don't want to attack you. I said, but if he were doing these things and you continue to stay with him and be the leader of the house, huh? I'm confused, girl. What are you doing? This nigga broke and he beating your ass? Oh, hell no. Where was your mother? Where was your friends? Where were the people that you should have been really talking? Not your daddy. You should have been listening to your daddy too, because I don't think your daddy know that he was your father. Your husband was probably cheating on you.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, I don't think he knows.
If you have your parents in your life, that's a blessing. Like I wish that I could have met my wife's father. You know what I'm saying? So he can have input on our marriage. Like literally, I think about that shit all the time.
Yes,
all the time.
I was like, yes, but still. And your daddy was telling you, your father was telling you, was your dad a good dad? Because if he was a good dad, then most girls are daddy's girls. So I would take heed to anything that my father says, especially if he sees it, he's a man himself, or he sees things that I don't see. he sees
And
the
see,
red
Nate, that's
flags
why
that
I
I
tried
might
to bring in
ignore.
Michi Mom to the fold because nobody else knows more about Aegon's grandfather than her.
Yeah,
Nobody. I mean,
exactly.
nobody that I know, maybe outside of his brothers and stuff like that, who I don't know. I don't have access to them people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I personally, and you know that situation didn't end well for me. Didn't get
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
result that
Mm-hmm.
I wanted. But at the end of the day, I still think that in the situation about Callie in particular, you can't get online preaching that all women should respect all men. That's something that my wife, as you already know, vehemently disagrees with.
I
She,
disagree with
she
that.
yes, most women disagree with that. I think based on Callie's testimony, she disagreed with it. But she was on her pandering. Now we got to continue to
Continue.
criticize her. And again, just for the record, disclaimer under the section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, we're just giving commentary. We don't know these people. Everything is alleged.
Like, for example, if I'm saying, hey, what did your dad say? But then they come back and say, well, he told me to come and ask you, then that's a problem.
Okay. So when you say extent, what does extent mean? Right? Because this day and age with everybody contributing equally, who's to say that you don't pick up the mantle? And why is picking up the mantle a reason to leave?
Babe, let me ask you a question. Now, I know you've been paying some of these bills in here. Callie said that's the reason why she had to get divorced because she felt like having to pay for her husband dates and having to, like even be. She said she claimed that she was a leader, but I think she's using the wrong terminology. But she's basically saying that she had to pay bills and pay for dates, which is the same thing that you do. So do I got to be worried, Michi?
No. Why would you have to be worried that I'm out here paying for? It goes back and forth. You pay, I pay. I like paying for you. I think it's a
We don't
kind
have
gesture and let
you
you
don't have
know
a
that
problem, do you, girl?
you should.
You don't have a problem as long as you doing what you're supposed to do. I have no problem paying for you. I don't have no problem showing appreciation, like most men like showing appreciation for the things that you do. But at the end of the day, was this man that you sit up and say you could tell? I'm like, it got tumultuous 10 years ago. Was this man stepping up to the plate? Was he starting to elevate, even though you did those things? Was he? Did he even try to take the mantle from you? That's what we need. We need more answers on, because
Her name,
yeah, that's what we need answers on.
Like
Yeah,
I don't know. Personally, me, I don't mind going out and paying for me and my husband to have a good time. I don't mind. It's not.
it
We're
should never
together.
be a
We're
problem.
married. What are we talking about?
Yeah, and Mel said that she thought that was kind of
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
weird. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about? We're
that
together.
should never be
We're
a
married.
problem.
The money that we have within our marriage, you have money, I have money, then we have money together. Like, this is not a big deal at all. There's been plenty of times I've been like, oh, come on, I'm going out, I'm paying.
I think that she's saying.
I think she's
saying money and
it's been
she's
a
saying all that
problem.
different stuff. But what she really mean is, I found a new nigga that's gonna do more. That's what I think she's really saying. But again, I'm not gonna address those rumors just yet. Not yet, but we will soon. Hey, everybody on TikTok, what's up, Natty?
Well, it's a combination of things. So if I'm better at budgeting, that's fine, yes, but I still allow you to say where the money is allocated. But then it ended up being where you had little to no input, and now I'm determining where the money is allocated.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the problem?
He made a decision.
But that's what most women do, though. Most of the time, the man will come home with the money, and we take the money from the man and we allocate the money where it's supposed to be. If this bill needs to be paid, we go pay that bill. If the house rent needs to be paid, we go do that. So that's something that usually women do. That's not nothing.
I was about to say that Michi literally runs the entire fucking house.
That's
literally,
usually what,
I don't know.
what we do.
I don't even know the name of the company our bills is in. Our energy. I don't even know the name of the company. I literally, I'm dead
Yeah,
ass.
I do.
We should do all of that. I'm still thinking about DTE and shit. They don't even got that
I'm
shit.
like, you
And I
like
like
gadgets and
that because it
gizmos
makes
and
me
stuff.
feel
And
good
Jiggly
about
is like, hey, we gotta pay this.
it's my power at the end of the day. It's my power at the end of the day. I like doing it. I like knowing that I'm in charge of all of that stuff. It makes me feel good and it's not stressful to me. But that's just the way I am though.
Same here.
Some
Yeah.
men like to take it on, like, no, no. He just puts the money where it needs to go. I ask him for the money. He gives it, and that's the end of it. But yeah, I'm in charge of all that stuff.
As you should be.
Yeah, it's my household.
And then where am I 6 days of the week? In
work.
fucking Wauwatosa.
Yeah, you're in a
Like,
whole nother state.
exactly. I'm in a whole
We
nother
don't see you
state
for about 11 hours every day.
every single
I
day.
don't see you for about 11, 12 hours. Yeah.
I won't even know what's going on
Wrong
here.
here.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I have my
I have to
role.
do it.
Everybody got their role. Everybody got their position. Just like in the army. You feel me? It is what it is. Even Aegon got his role. So let's keep going.
If I'm saying, if you know, and because I do run the budget, I'm saying, okay, X amount is coming in, but you know, Y amount is going out. I need, you know, this, that, and the third, and you have the freedom to do so, and then don't, and then I end up, you know, doing more, like overtime, shit like that, up until the point of.
But you know, everything gets conflated, Callie. Everything. All the rights, right? All the movements, all the body, my choice, all of that goes into this pot. So
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, what does that have to do? My body, my choice. Like, what?
First of all,
all this gets conflated.
What do my body, my choice got to do with that, huh?
I want to put a statement out there for the record.
Child.
Just because a woman is married to you, sir, does not mean you own her body, sir. She is still in complete control of her own body, her own choice, sir. Please do not become Otis, sir. Please do not use biblical references, sir, to explain why a woman body belongs to you. Please do not do that. It gives grapey vibes. It makes women feel uneasy, especially in marriage. Why would a woman want to get married if the moment she put the ring on her finger and sign a document, the man can make her have sex just because he is her husband? Okay, let's say we concede to that. Can she make you buy a Birkin bag? Can she make you buy a brand new Benz?
You're the provider.
Right, you're the provider. Can she make you buy a brand new brick house, nigga? Can she make you take her to Turks and Caicos? All inclusive. Oh, no, she can't make me do anything because you're the leader. Okay. See, that's the problem with the manosphere. That's the problem with you nakers. Let's keep going.
You know what the proper retort is in this day and age? The Poopy's point about time is different.
Hamp, I don't want to hear your advice, especially with the rumors that's swirling you and KaliBev.
There's rumors about
Yeah. Let me throw it up again. Disclaimer. We do not know these people. Everything is allegedly. And I'm not going to bring no names into this, but allegedly two married people was allegedly doing a little forking together.
Oh my.
Allegedly, that was happening. But nevertheless, yeah, Gore. What wife go to multiple events where it's all type of niggas and she don't take her husband? Imagine, I don't know, Anton's wife, for example, Rita Daniels, popping up at a hemp event by herself, spending nights in hotels, getting drunk, taking shots with niggas like Mr. Logic and the likes of these niggas. But again, I will address that at the appropriate time.
Who gives a fuck if you had to do everything?
No,
Because it's a hold on. You can ask her a question after, right? Because the equality thing is here, right? Everything, right? So now the lines are so blurred that now they can say so, right? Because that jacket would be on the man in yesteryear. So now it's on you, right? And this what was asked for, maybe not by you specifically, but what gives that merit to leave if everything is shared now at this point?
All right, Hant, that was a good question. Fair enough.
Yeah, neither one of us grew up in that construct. So no, I would not expect him to have that kind of.
Hold on, Kali.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Now it matters if you grew up in that construct, but when you've been talking to black women over the years on YouTube, that didn't matter if the man and the woman grew up in that concept. You was stern about the men, no matter if he made $2 an hour, he was supposed to be the leader. And no matter what, you're not supposed to leave your nigga. But now you leaving your nigga. Oh, how the tables have turned. My sweet KaliBev. Like I said earlier, I showed my wife our thread. There's no reason to lie. You sent me a video of you throwing that ass back. Twerking for days, allegedly. It is what it is. Even that, I couldn't imagine my wife sending her twerk videos to random niggas. Oh, what's up, drip god? Look at this ass. For what purposes would that be? But you know what? There's no reason to talk about the past when there's so much drama here right now.
Mindset.
Oh, you're saying because you guys are older, you grew up under men being in the leader and etc. And that was the agreement in the initial part of the marriage. And so when you had to take the mantle, that goes against what you guys both agreed upon based on beliefs.
Nah, because when you go and talk to a judge and you go in front of a judge, the judge literally reads it. Do you promise to be with this person through thick and thin? Yes, Your Honor. Do you promise to be with this person through sickness and health and poverty and wealth? Yes, Your Honor. That was the agreement. Don't try to backtrack now. See, again, that's why I wish we live in Game of Thrones time. I'll send your ass to the wall. Oh, you're a woman. You can't go to the wall. Now you gotta just lose a foot. Unless you want to go serve the men at the wall. You don't want to do that. Now y'all just break vows like it's nothing. Like it's a fucking promise ring or something. Oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna pick you up at 10 o'clock. I vow to. 10 o'clock get there, nigga ain't there. Oh yeah, my bad. I just don't give a fuck, nigga. My word don't mean shit. I just can't believe y'all. This is why there was penalties for vow breakers. I had to ride north. I saw the White Walkers. But did you go back to the wall though? No. I had to tell my family, take this nigga head, cause he think we playing games. We not playing games with y'all vow breakers. Oath breaker. That's what I'm calling KaliBev now. You a oath breaker.
Correct.
What is that belief predicated on? What holds you guys accountable though? Because as society changes, does the fluidity of the marriage change?
What, nigga?
Nigga, you don't believe that?
Wait, holding her accountable to what?
As society changes, fluidity in marriages changes. You don't believe that.
Wait, what?
You can't believe that. I was about to say that. I was just about to say that. You cannot believe that as a Hebrew Israelite.
Thank you. I'm like, wait a minute. What you mean?
That's like telling Mormons, as the world changed, y'all marriage is going to change. Mormons, y'all going to start using iPads now. Or Muslims. Or Amish.
No, anyway.
Or Orthodox Jews.
It's over.
Yeah.
They're not never changing. They sticking to their culture.
We see them in Chicago, remember?
The Sunnis and Shiites, they stick to their cultures too.
We see them in Chicago, remember?
Yeah.
We see them out
And them real Mexicans too,
yeah.
They stick to their culture. The world not changing these people. These people staying who they are.
They Catholic. Catholics ain't changing. I know Catholic Mexican. Great.
But Ham, let's entertain that you do believe what you're saying now. So when women tell you that they're the leader in those marriages, you should have a problem with it. Because it's new fluidity. I'ma clip that shit. And every time that you say some shit against these women, I'm gonna remind you that you told KaliBev while you was, never mind. You told KaliBev, right? That because the world has changed, fluidity has changed in marriages. You should have no pushback moving forward for no woman. Period. And if you got any Israelite brothers, I question your devotion to their worship. I question your devotion to their little fucking cult. You'll never hear this type of talk coming out of Captain Tazar's mouth. Child, shout out to Buffalo TV. He's a Christian though. He's not Hebrew Israelite.
He ain't changing. That's what I'm saying.
No, he would never change his principles as the world changed. Never. I agree with that point. Very well driven. It's okay. Let's go.
No. Well, we dictate what goes on in our house, not what's going on outside.
Okay. And that was an actual conversation?
Absolutely.
How does that conversation go? If you like, what is there a belief system in the house?
You know, just through common conversations. It's like, you know, fuck that.
What's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
accountability
Just-
there though?
What do you mean?
So like what grounds everybody? What is there that you can say we're pinpointing this as the modus operandi? Because here's
we both grew up. That's our foundation.
I'm 100%, except for your father pointed out red flags.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear that, I'm instantly seeing that your father disagreed with the foundation being yin and yang equal. So your father literally called it out. You see?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Hold on. So did your father call it out or not? This is why I hate when people speak through other people. I need to hear your husband's testimony. I need to hear what your father said about your husband from your father. Because you don't know what the fuck he was really saying. And that was what? 20 years ago before you start fucking this man and giving him babies? And you know exactly word for word what he said? No, you couldn't, because you was still taking dick and doing all kind of shit. Girl, stop it. You didn't give a fuck about what your father thought. You only bring that up now because you're around this male-adjacent space, which is why we are here. Y'all, Sean Antonio was divorced. I'm not even gonna start with him. The dating and marriage guy, I'm not sure if he's still married to Lady Dow or not, but he's on a divorce panel. So I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to think? DJ Estrada, I don't know him, so I'm not gonna attack him. Slim, I thought Slim was a fucking trans. But let's go.
Because that wasn't apparent then. You know what I mean? Because at the time, you know, he was, you know, making more money than I was when we got together. So essentially, he was, you know, running that aspect of it, you know, finances and shit like that.
Question: what does money got to do with it?
No, meaning like he was calling the shots or whatever, but that was my dad's concern.
Oh, so are you saying that when men make the money, they get to call the shots? Is that what you're saying? It's almost like that's what men have been saying. This is why I don't like you, Kali. Because at one day, it's broke niggas is cool. You should submit. The next day, it's he wasn't making enough money, so I had to call it off. He's a failed leader. I can't tell you how many times Kali has spoken to women over the years and shamed those women and called them stupid and said this is why men don't want these type of women. What is to become of you now? A 40-year-old, almost 50-year-old, gray-haired, divorcee with multiple children. What do Kevin Samuels and multiple other manosphere niggas say about women like that?
Low value.
Low value, hit the wall. You should be taking any package right now. Any?
Just stay with your husband.
Oh, that's the ultimate one. You should have just stayed with your husband. Jezebel.
Was the amount that was being brought in. That was his concern. He was projecting further than what I was.
Okay.
But I had ignored that and chalked it up to, well, you can't judge him because you can't judge him at 20 something, early 20s, and look at it the same way that you're looking at it in your mid 40s.
Okay. Now when
the women win again. We told y'all niggas that y'all kids don't listen. Y'all daughters don't listen to y'all. Well, that's the problem, Darrel. No, the problem is her father clearly did not raise her to respect him. Period. That's just what it is. She chose the dick over the dad. Let me say it again. She chose the dick over the dad. And now she break her vows. Not because he fucked another woman, got another baby, but because he's on hard times. Like everybody else in the fucking country. Right? I just showed my wife a video. This nigga Trump. I'm gonna promise you guys, you get me in office, I'm gonna give police immunity. That nigga made so many promises, dog. And MAGA supporters sitting back waiting for that shit to happen. It's never gonna happen. Are y'all fucking insane? Police immunity? Guess what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go to fucking Asgard and hang out with Thor and Loki too. And smoke a blunt with Hela. Since you niggas believe in anything these days. The whole point is this, dog. Kali, you believing that this space would take mercy on you because you a veteran here, as Han put it in the title of his video. That's not going to be the case. You're going to get treated like Courtney Michelle. I remember that all too well. We love you, Courtney. You're the most submissive black woman that we see on the internet. And you hold these bitches accountable. I forgot to tell y'all that I'm a baby mama. Skirt. Hit the pause, bitch. So you open your legs up to a man and you use goods. And then when they introduced Amira, the white Persian Lebanese woman, it was over. Courtney, you can't speak because you're just like the rest of the black women in the East. I mean, in the West. You guys make babies. And you guys keep fucking other random guys. All too easy. I saw how they been talking about you, Kali. I saw a Jay Prince video. I saw all of it. Demonstrous. You the same woman that used to stick up for these niggas. Now look at you. Oh, this is a big, sweet fucking slice of pie for me, Kali. I try to tell you, try to tell Luck, try to tell MJ, try to tell a few of them. This space don't fuck with women. The sooner you learn that, the better off you will be. You know what? Let's continue your testimony of telling niggas that got crazy rumors with you about your husband. And if I'm him watching this shit, this is, I mean, I will show this shit to my kids. Look at what your mom's doing right now. What she doing, Pops? She making money for this family? No, nigga, go watch. She telling them I'm broke for 10 years, etc., etc. but she still was on his dick. You can't make this up, man. Wait. Where my nigga Kevin at, man?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Chalk it up to.
When Pop pointed out the money, what did he say about it exactly?
This is not sustainable.
You saying how he brings in money? It wasn't sustainable, or
name a 20-year. Can y'all name a 20-year-old outside of fucking Kai Cenat that y'all know is making sustainable money in this fucking economic culture under Donald J. Trump? Name one. Oh, my bad. Let's be accurate. This is 20,000 years ago when she was fucking 20 years old. So I don't know. Maybe Jimmy Carter was fucking president. I don't know. Who was the president? Let me see, man. Gemini. Who was the president 20 years ago? Damn.
George W. Bush was the U.S. president 20 years ago.
It's over. George W. Bush. I might as well go get Michi Dog Goku and let that nigga run the country. George W. Bush. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. Any man that say George W. Bush was smarter than Trump is a fucking fool. Let's keep it 1,000. George W. Bush was one of the dumbest presidents of all fucking time. You know what they say, you know what I'm saying? You get them once, shame on you. You get them twice, just don't let it happen a third time. This nigga didn't even remember the quote. This nigga's a fool. Don't forget the Kanye West legendary moment. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Don't forget about that. Doing Hurricane Katrina when niggas was dying in New Orleans by the thousands. What was that nigga George Bush sitting in the White House smoking a cigar, chilling? They had videos of this nigga playing golf. Again, to judge somebody on the economic climate while their president is George W. fucking Bush is insane. It's insane. Don't forget, becoming straight out the crack era.
Yeah.
And y'all in Atlanta? Child. Y'all was right around the corner from Big Meech taking over. Crack era never left y'all. Child. I would just watch 2 videos when they fucking hit Meech all his stash houses in Atlanta.
Like the amount, and I'd have to say, looking back, it would have to be the amount and spending habits.
Yours or his? You know what's crazy, Kali? If you were the quote-unquote leader, I entertain that for a moment. Then wouldn't you be in control of the spending habits? When you say, no, husband, we ain't going out to Benihana's tonight. Or because you was in love with that dick that made you ignore your father, you entertained every fucking thing. You see, you can't call yourself a leader as you're doing in this fucking commentary now. Man, when things go bad, you wanna fucking subjugate the fucking fault to the people that's under you. That's not how leadership works, my baby. There's an old saying that Tywin Lannister used to say to his son, Jaime. He said, when there's a problem with the soldiers, the fucking fault always lies in the generals. This is why you're losing to a 14-year-old Robb Stark. Oathbreaker. Your people don't believe in you. Meanwhile, this nigga riding on wolves and shit through the north chilling. That's why Tywin had to get shit done himself. You niggas don't understand. You want to be the leader, but when shit go bad, it was my fault. Them niggas fucked up. One thing I respect about Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. One thing I respect about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got swept by Larry Bird. You know what he said? Yeah, Scottie Pippen averaged 8 points a game, but that's my fault. Maybe I need to get better in practice. Maybe we. That's why he started punching the niggas in practice and doing all kind of shit. We're not about to keep losing to Detroit and Boston. Period, niggas. Next thing you know, Scottie averaging 25 points. That don't happen out of nowhere, niggas. Leaders step the fuck up or they take fault for it. I'll give you an example. You never heard Allen Iverson blame his fucking teammates. He had the worst team in NBA Finals history. Nigga averaged 40 points against Kobe and Shaq. And when they lost, you know what he said? I could have did more. Even though he couldn't. Literally. That's what leaders do. They don't throw them niggas under the bus. You're not a leader, Kali. What you are is somebody who took a vow and you broke your vow. That's not respectable. I tell my wife all the time, I respect Rashida. Rashida Frost, who's married to Kurt Frost, yeah, they got a fucked up marriage. Yeah, he a fucked up husband. Yeah, he had a baby outside their marriage. He did a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I respect about Rashida? She made a vow, however many years ago, to God. And she hasn't broken that vow yet. I respect that. Some people, when the going get tough, I know Edition say it, can you stand the rain? They can't. KaliBev, one of them people. Hey, Somali Queen. And even worse, she exposing her husband's business to the public to be criticized.
Okay, so the amount and then how the money was being spent, your father had judgment on that.
Mm-hmm.
And you sided with your husband at that point.
Yes.
And then when your father was essentially proven right, you took up the mantle in that relationship to keep it, to sustain it.
Yes.
And are we saying that there's a shelf life to how long a woman should be able to sustain it?
I probably
no. The answer is no, because KaliBev's situation does not apply to every single woman. Every single woman is not dating a fucking barber. So first of all, I have a bad question. You're trying to use her situation to help your manosphere bullshit rhetoric, and it's not gonna slide today. Is there a shelf life on how long a woman's supposed to provide? So you can apply that to all women?
Yeah. So basically, they're saying, do we have a toleration meter? Like how much we're supposed to tolerate? Like, how do you measure that? How much we're supposed to tolerate so we can call it quits? Because that's basically what he's saying.
If you believe in vows like a real Hebrew Israelite, there is no shelf life. Imagine Malcolm X. Do you know how poor Malcolm X was after he left the nation? Let's do a little facts. Did you know that the house that Malcolm lived in wasn't owned by him? It was owned by the nation. So when Malcolm went against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he was literally homeless. Imagine telling Betty Shabazz, you need to leave this nigga Malcolm. He can't provide for the kids no more in the name of his fucking Allah. Right? What do you think she would say to something like that? She would laugh at you. She would think that you're dishonoring Allah literally, nigga. Fuck my vows to my husband. I made vows to God, nigga. What are you talking about? Oh, you want to do what's best for you. The same thing they kept saying, why didn't Coretta Scott King ever remarry? Because she took vows, stupid. But for people who don't understand vows, never taking them, I can understand your confusion. I can understand why it means so little to you. But Kali, she have taken those vows in front of two families and God. And allegedly the man she loves. Only to do what? Not leave him because he did what Kirk Frost did. No. He's on down times. And you know what make times harder, Kali? When you open your legs up and keep having fucking babies. Mate, you know what? Let me not take it there. Let's stop. Let's keep going.
Wouldn't have a problem if the effort was at least there.
So you stayed there for 10 years and saw no effort? I don't believe that. How y'all making babies if the nigga ain't got no effort in him? So let me guess, you getting on top and riding this nigga every time? He laying up against the wall, you throwing it back? But this nigga ain't got no effort. But y'all making babies. Make it make sense, man.
I can't.
Make it make sense. This is the woman that give advice to everybody else.
I mean, just go.
He ain't got no effort, but going pound town on that coochie. That's, you know how much effort it takes to make a baby? To raise children? He ain't giving no effort. Girl, y'all got rap videos together. I think now is the appropriate time. And I'm already here on their channel. I'm already here. Y'all he ain't no effort, but he making whole rap songs. Let's go to the rap video. And I'm not a hater. First of all, go subscribe to their channel. They got 30 subscribers. Asphalt Grind Entertainment. Okay, I'm going to subscribe. And we're going to play some of their videos. Smoking weed at the stove. Shouting out dead homies.
Shit brazy. But I don't even expect you nigga to understand. I can't cry in real life, so I got to in this song. Tired of people asking me what's wrong, just leave me alone. Just like I grew up in the church, but I'm still living like a demon. Trying to get my life together, my kids gave me the reason. Mama was so strong, got faith in God, even though life is tough. Mama ain't gonna lie, I swear sometimes I feel like giving up. I feel like I prayed enough, he gotta be saving us. Now we ain't got beef, but when we ride, we got AKs with us. I'm already fed up, so I hope nobody play with us. Straight out of the ghetto, so you know how they was raising us. They won't fight and fight, you better not lose, ain't no coming back. You can't win no run, just grab a break and hit his.
Oh my God.
That's true.
Fucking God, bro. So you got music videos for days, but ain't nobody got no effort. Look like y'all got a lot of effort to me. He got one video, girl shaking ass, but ain't nobody got no money. Come on now. Gore said, who is this? These her people. No muzzle gang. I ain't got no beef, no muzzle gang. I'm just showing this shit for the context. She's saying y'all man's broke. But I see y'all in the strip club with bitches throwing thousands. Bro, I'm confused. I'm discombobulated, nigga. I don't know what to think. I see niggas throwing thousands. Women say I gotta leave my hubby because he broke. It's given that I don't get all the details yet. Alright, so before we go back to the music videos and the hooping and hollering, we're gonna have to break down Kali's testimony. And we're gonna go back to that now. Fair use, shout out to him.
I probably wouldn't take as much exception.
Okay. So you're saying if he was trying to get back to where he was so that you didn't have to take up the man's mantle for a elongated period of time, that would have been okay.
The man's mantle is insane. Who the do you think you're fucking Black Panther, nigga?
You not Thor.
A mantle? Who did this nigga think he is? This nigga think he Farrakhan. You have no mantle. She just said this nigga have no assets to pass on. She said this nigga was broke, no assets to pass on. And here it is. You're still trying to perpetualize the men up to a fucking stratosphere where he doesn't belong. To the place where he has a fucking mantle.
It's wild.
Like he's fucking T'Chaka. I'm passing along the mantle of Black Panther. This nigga don't got nothing. Pant, you must be stopped.
You just stop.
Like, I love you. I still got my This Might Be Risky shirts. But please, for the life of me, you need to relax. It's getting out of fucking hand. Him passing along a mantle and her having to take the mantle like she's fucking Shuri, you gotta relax. These people are telling you that they're barely getting by. Meanwhile, what are you doing? Charging them to go fucking hang out with you. And what's she doing? While they're having a financial downfall, taking flights to go see you. Interesting, hemp. But again, I am not going to address those rumors as of yet. I just think it's interesting. If I told my wife, damn, we fucked up right now, but there's a woman that's having a meetup, I must be there. You can't be there. And I'm going to spend a night and get a hotel and all kind of shit. I thought we would save money right now. And why are these trips necessary? My spider senses is fucking tingling. But for now, Kali, and only for now, I'm going to leave you alone. For the friendship that we had before. When I say now, I mean like for the next 10 minutes. Because I want to get the rest of your story.
Okay.
That would have been okay. It just, it just got to the point where, whatever he wanted to do, whatever idea that he came up with, I supported it, backed him up. If he needed some more information, I would get the information for him. But
you're not getting no credit for doing what a wife's supposed to do. You know what you sound like right now? I was a great father. I changed diapers. I did everything I was supposed to do. Do you want a fucking cookie, nigga? Wait, what do you want me to say to this right now? You want a round of applause? Like, you want a bouquet of flowers? What the fuck do you get, right, when you're a soldier and then you shoot who you supposed to shoot? Nothing. You did what you were supposed to do. What the fuck is wrong with people today? The entitlement. Right? That's what I was trying to tell my wife. I cleaned the house. You did what the fuck you were supposed to do, my nigga. You did nothing less.
You don't talk to me.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the kids. Yeah. When they say, well, mom, I did do this. And? What the fuck is you trying to say to me right now? I did get my grades good. So what you want? Would you want to turn to the fucking motherfucking Santa Claus and leave a little motherfucking present for you? No. You do so you supposed to do what you're supposed to do. That's like me coming back to my wife. Hey, wife, I worked 40 hours today. You're supposed to give me coochie now. What? That's why the women making more money than you niggas today. That's why they out hustling you niggas today. Y'all gotta be incentivized to do what the fuck you supposed to do. I know the OGs rolling over in their fucking graves. Right? The OGs that had to build Black Wall Street. The ones that they couldn't work with white people. They didn't have all the access to internet, Gemini, Meta, all this shit you niggas got today. And they was able to build utopias for Black people in America. You niggas got to be incentivized to do the right thing. That's insane, bro. Right? Let's keep going.
you know, it ended up being my project instead.
And that project allocation in terms of the foreman lies on him as the man based on the contract y'all agree upon.
There was
I don't
a lot
like
of
the
mothering.
vagueness.
That was
Hold
going on
on,
here. That's
little
what it sounds like.
trans, whatever you are. I don't like the vagueness of this conversation. He had a project. I supported him on a project. It ended up becoming my project. What the fuck? You told me he was a barber. Now he got projects. You're his wife, his partner. If he can't rely on nobody else, he should rely on you. So what's the problem with you having to pull in your weight in whatever project that this man is trying to build for your family? Don't let me find out you complain about your role. Because then we're going to have a major problem. Because you've been going at these women for years about their role. That's the problem. You know what? Let's continue.
She was mothering him. Nobody wants to do that.
What?
And here, that's what it sounds like.
Contract y'all agree upon.
There was a lot of mothering that was going on here. That's what it sounds like. She was mothering him. Nobody wants to do that.
Mothering him is crazy. First of all, Slim. What kind of name is that for a woman? Slim. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about what you might be. Little transformer. But the thing is this. You don't know her husband. You don't have any facts. You don't have any W-2s. What you're saying means little to nothing. And is more on the nothing side. Because if you don't have any facts, only thing you know is what the fuck she's saying, which is subjective at best. And I literally mean at best. Until we hear this man's testimony, the men around him testimony, only thing we know is we have a scorned woman that's allegedly into all kinds of shit. But of course, you would go so far as to just believe whatever the fuck anybody says. Just like these fucking MAGA supporters when they believed that Donald Trump was going to give all police officers of all counties in America immunity, despite that being granted to the governors. Child. Imagine Donald Trump calling what's the dude's name in California name? Governor Newsom. And say, oh, I'm giving all them niggas out there immunity. Governor Newsom would never allow that. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump can't do shit in California right now because of Governor Newsom. Literally. He run that bitch from top to bottom. He a major problem for Trump right now. And y'all MAGA supporters are just like these mammies. Oh, easy. No, Gore. You know I love my nigga Trump. Gore, I love my nigga Trump. But Gore, like I told you before, I know Trump is a liar. Right? Trump tell me, hey, Darrel, we're going to build a wall 2016, right? And we're going to make Mexico pay for that fucking war. I said, that's my nigga, bro. You a funny motherfucker. You know goddamn well Mexico ain't paying for no fucking war. But since we all making jokes and shit, I'm about to beat Michael Jordan in the 1-on-1 basketball game too. Right? It is what it is. See, Gore, that's why you my nigga. He said Trump fucked up for the last 2 months. Bro, hey, I don't think Trump fucking up. I think Trump doing exactly what Trump usually do. Bro, I had zero expectations of my man's Trump. Zero. So when he didn't do nothing, guess what that meant? Expectations fulfilled. That's what he do. Now, do I think he making sure him and his homies good? Absolutely. Is they bringing in bank? Absolutely. Because he made vows to his people. America, not his people. When niggas understood that, you know what? Maybe we should have voted for the motherfucking black woman. Hey, we here now, dog.
And if, like, I blame Little Webby, Beyonce, I did go to the Cowboy Carter
What the What the fuck Beyonce got to do with this? And what does Webby have to do with this? Of all people, Webby. You know what? Let's just keep going.
Concert, but I was against it because you know why? They promote independence, and this is why we get into.
Whoa. Once again, the intelligent Israelite people, right? Instead of talking about actual leaders, we hone in on musicians to be leaders. Little Webby should not be anybody's fucking idol. He should not be. You think my wife's sons even know who the fuck Webby is? Where Matt at? Matt. Come here, Matt. God damn. Watch this. Matt, I'll give you $100 right now if you can sing the song by Little Webby and Boosie called Independent. Have you ever heard of that song? Do you know who Little Webby is?
No.
You don't know who Little Webby is?
No, I never heard of Lil Webby.
You don't look up to Little Webby? So your choices and you're not influenced by Little Webby. So when he said he like bad bitches, you don't care about that because you don't know who Little Webby is.
Nope. Don't know who he is.
Never?
Never.
Never heard of him.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy. What about your friends?
I don't think you never heard of him.
You never heard the song INDEMPE? Do you know what that means? You never heard that song?
Play that song, you know.
He never heard it. You good, Matt? You good?
Alright.
As I was saying, Slim, today's youth doesn't know about Little Webby. So to suggest that Little Webby has influence over the youth is insane. It's insane. These rappers don't have the influence that y'all think that. Matt, you know who Plies is? Plies? Plies.
Any songs that you play?
You don't know him. He don't know who Plies is.
I'm trying to think of.
You never heard the song? Bust It, Baby?
Oh yeah, that. I heard that song.
You heard that song?
Mm-hmm.
You wanna be mine? Bust It, Baby.
Yeah, I think I recognize that song.
He might recognize it. Plies doesn't influence him either, guys. We can keep going with this. Tupac Shakur, I could name. They don't influence the youth. You know who influenced Matt? His fucking mother. His father. His brothers. His uncles. Those are the people who y'all should be having conversations about instead of rappers.
Situations like this. Nobody wants to be running their household. No woman wants to do that, regardless of what Beyonce says.
When has Beyonce ever said so you mean to tell me a woman who is openly submitting to her man, a woman that said, and Beyonce, I can go find a video right now and play it, who said that I became a woman when I was married to Hove. Literally. Where the motherfucking video at, man?
This bitch will not give up.
You can't make
this bitch will not give up.
Period. Stop bringing up the queen name, or we're gonna have to cancel your ass, sir.
Or Little Webby or anybody. Nobody's trying to do that.
Girl, the fact that you even know about Lil Webby concert is baffling. I can't even remember. I can't remember the last time I even thought about Lil Webby. What are you?
He's got 3 kids. This nigga's coming home regardless if he's working and whatever. She don't want to do all of the tasks. And then you still got to fuck at the end of the night. Nobody's trying to do that.
But she did. She did everything you said.
Right.
She fucked. She took care of the nigga. Right, what are you talking about, girl? There are rumors that says Beyonce kicked Jay-Z out. There's also rumors, right, Vic, that Bigfoot is sighted in Idaho every Tuesday drinking a fucking mojito. Do you believe everything you see? Jesus Christ, you niggas from Mississippi never leave me unbaffled with y'all niggas.
And now you over here calling, saying, "Oh, my wife is not really into me." And now he's probably talking bad about her, saying she got bad box. No, she doesn't have bad box. Her box is amazing. It's not getting wet because you're not.
How do you know the quality of this bitch pussy? Where's Kevin at? Where's Kevin at?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
She has good box. Great box. He's gonna say her box is bad, but her box is outstanding. How would you know? Have you been talking to a little DJ who might know? Kali, as a married woman, how does somebody else know the quality of your pussy? You see, the more I watched this, the more I was flabbergasted. I was listening in my truck, say, I gotta review this. This is too much. And the fact that Hemp, the Hebrew Israelite Christian, hasn't said nothing about this flabbergasts me even more, but solidifies my thoughts about Christians, especially black male ones, with a penis. I told my wife before, I said, Kali, strapped to the motherfucking T. Those type of niggas that say, come on, baby, come on to the church. You looking good now, Miss Anime. 10 minutes later, they're looking like little Sammy and motherfucking Sinners, eating coochie. Shout out to the honorable Elijah Muhammad. He couldn't resist temptation either. Nigga need Dean and Sam.
Not doing shit around the house. You're not doing shit around the house. And then y'all niggas get on podcasts talking about, oh, wife's pussy is bad. No, it's not. She doesn't like you. You haven't done shit. I've been taking care of all these fucking kids. I've done the budget. I've allowed you to do all these things. I'm supporting you in your fucking long-lived flag football dreams.
Flag football dreams. Let's start there, baby. If your husband is trying to be in the NFL more than likely, and you're running around telling him, I'm supporting your little long-lived flag football dreams, we have a word for that, baby. The word is condescending. Right? My wife is getting her master's degree, and she's going back into the education field. Hey, wife, yeah, I'm supporting your little long-lived fucking education shit. Does that sound like support? Does that sound like love to you? Oh, it's because she had to do everything. Well, guess what? Did somebody put a gun to her face and say, you got to take these vows? Was it a shotgun wedding? I might be wrong. Y'all niggas live in the South. Did you niggas jump the broom with a gun at your hand? No, she made these choices like women do with their full autonomy. So guess what? Guess what happened when you put your hand on the fucking stove when it's hot? You burn. It's nobody else's fault but your own. You chose to go into this, and I'm going to hold you accountable, Kali, as a friend. A former friend. Unlike Hemp, we don't know what the fuck he want with you. Ciao. Yeah, he, whatever the fuck she is talking reckless, Gore. Gore said he like it. And I mean, yeah, it fits into my normal rhetoric, and I agree with her for the most part. But the thing is this, right, Gore? We're talking about an isolated event where a woman for the last 10 years been throwing coochie back and having babies and getting skeeted inside. So everything that she said doesn't apply to the situation, and that's why we got to ignore it. That's why it's not contextualized to this situation. And it doesn't correlate at all. That's why she got to be held accountable.
And now y'all want to get on fucking podcasts talking about, oh, women that are in their 40s, pussy dried up. No, it's not. Pussies is still wet. This is the prime years for us 40 plus women. I don't like you, nigga, because you haven't done anything. And that's what she said. And that's why she's getting divorced. And sis, I hope I see you at the event because we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get you outside, and you're fresh into this divorce life.
Hey,
and you need a woman like me to introduce you.
Hold the fuck on.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I know I didn't just hear that a Christian man is going to be hosting an event where women going to be outside doing all kinds of treachery, sinful acts, drinking, narcotics, sex. You niggas disappoint me. You niggas disappoint Jesus Christ. Every time. Jesus probably, why the fuck I make you bum ass niggas? You niggas can't even hold your motherfucking vows to me. You supposed to be leading her to Jesus, nigga. To the church. What you gonna lead her to? Oh, we gonna turn up, my baby. We gonna do the same thing that the sinners do. It don't matter when the next event. She already got it booked. The woman that having financial issue with her husband. Let's go out to the event. Again, take flights without your husband and spend more money on drinks and alcohol and all kind of shit and have fun. Because that's the solution. In your 40s. And this is when the young women do the same thing. You know what Hemp say? You unruly. That's why our community not on top of the white man now. Because the white woman gonna do all the stuff that you not doing. Over in the Middle East, all them women doing, and you out for the streets. But he taking girls outside. Oh, Black Beauty. Black Beauty says, I don't know about any of this. Did she volunteer this divorce info for content or because she was outed for getting one? It was the first one, Black Beauty. It seems that so Hemp had a panel called All My Divorced Friends, episode 185. Sean Antonio, I know to be divorced. The rest of these people, I don't know them like that. So when I saw Kali up there, Jay Prince actually is who I saw it on. He was like, man, this bitch was talking about blah, blah, blah. You know how Jay Prince is. He be barking all the time. All bark, no bite. And Jay Prince was exposing her. And truthfully, despite his lack of articulation, I actually agreed with him. 1,000% actually. 1,000%. He couldn't be more right. You calling me a broke ass nigga, but your husband a broke ass nigga. I actually take care of 3 kids. Who your husband take care of? The president was making some points. Some points that could be argued given his situation, but points nevertheless. Let's push forward.
To the new way of life.
Kali.
What? Get you outside, and you're fresh into this divorce life. And you need a woman like me to introduce you to the new way of life.
Be careful with this one, Kali. It's giving eating coochie. Motherfucker, I'm going to introduce you to a new way of life. That's type shit Frank Ocean was saying. I remember, how can I forget? My first feel. You know, it was my first time. A new feel. That's what it's giving right now. It will never get old. It's giving, and it's Atlanta, Kali. Child.
Kali.
You deserve.
And what way of life is that, baby? Throwing pussy back on single niggas and then it's just what, being a hoe for the rest of your life? Oh, my bad. Being a free woman. Same thing today. Same thing. It's the same thing. You know what? Let's keep going. Look, Fear said the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Like, she trying to get on. Oh, you done with that nigga? Come fuck with me, baby. I'll show you a new life. I'll take you outside, get you drinks, do whatever for you. That she was macking right in front of niggas' faces. Look at Kali smiling. Don't be surprised if these God-fearing women are throwing coochie on each other and scissoring all type of shit. This Atlanta, nigga. Magic City town, nigga. Stop playing. Oh, God. I cracked myself up. I haven't even got to the alleged rumors between the little DJ and the divorcee. But it's all too valid. Kali, you should know this. I have little birdies everywhere. I'm like fucking Varys. I remember when I told Courtney about all of her little activities that she was doing in Atlanta at the Lapeef meetup because I had somebody there. As a matter of fact, I had 3 different people there that didn't even know that I had all 3 of them there. I put that on my son. I even give you one of them. One of them was Smitty. You know what? Kali, I just thought that it was interesting that my little birdie saw you in fucking Houston without your husband. It's very odd to me. And I just put it in a pocket and I said, one day, this information is going to be of value. And it looked like today is the day.
I'm not saying that you're ready because you're still new.
Kali, listen to me. Clip that.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Tonight.
Don't listen to him. Don't let them tell you, oh, you know.
Oh, no. I'm talking about work. I'm talking. Kali makes the clips. I'm saying clip that fucking shit she just said tonight when we get off.
Keep my facial expression in it too.
Pussy gets wet. Not for niggas that don't do shit around the house though. Be drying some
Go ahead, Sean.
Popeye's biscuit.
Sean, Strada, James, I asked my clarifying question. I had a few more, but I want to make sure I open the floor in case y'all wanted to converse.
Interrogate her about her divorce. Weaponize her divorce and make it seem like the manager is right. That's all they're about to do. They're not about to give her any advice that's going to make her go back to her man. They're going to ask, why did you this? And did your father? Even though we've talked about that for the last 40 fucking minutes. She didn't listen to her dad. The question is, will men value her the same way her husband did for the last 20 years? That's the real question. Okay. Let's see.
Kali, and look a little. Hey, you ain't have to gulp it. That's your wine. Like the hamburger gonna run in there.
Brian, his sentiments would align with yours. Like, have you got a feel with his understanding of how this went left?
Not since the arguing stopped, no. So whatever he did say to me was said out of anger and frustration.
Gotcha.
So
because it was said out of anger and frustration doesn't mean that what he was saying to you or about you wasn't true. Again, this reminded me of Ilkan Ali when he was talking about his baby mama. As I told him, I would like to get both sides of the story like he did with me and Lucky. Oh, but they don't want to get both sides of the story because both the other side's gonna contradict everything else because they're fucking liars. Thank you. Look for your phone, Leia. Where is it? It's right here. Here you go, mama. Let's keep it.
we have not spoken about it since he's quote unquote okay now.
What does that mean, Kelly?
Meaning there was a lot of, that Spider-Man meme where they're all standing around and they're pointing the finger at, So there was a lot of revisionist history going on while that was happening. So
But we don't know the history to know that it's revisionist. We don't know anything about y'all marriage outside of what you're saying, which means that we would never have a full picture. Unless your husband joins my channel right now and give his side of the story, but I would never mention him, Kali, despite me knowing exactly where to find him. right? Like I said, I showed my wife our little thread from back in the day. No biggie, you know, just a little bit of flirting, a little bit of ass shaking. No biggie, right? My wife flirts. Wife, you tell men that they're handsome sometimes, right? Yeah, it's not a big deal. She's not deep throating them or flying out to fucking events to see them. It's a whole different conversation. But let's go.
Just chalked it up to he's speaking out of anger, and I just let him fuss. I didn't say anything. As much as a mouth as I have, and y'all know I got a mouth.
Pause. Who know you got it? Never mind.
I let him have it.
James?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is it finalized and everything is everything's complete, or y'all just still at the table right now discussing stuff? I don't know if you
we
want to say
have
that. Yeah, my bad.
No, we have an agreement as to how we want to split everything up, but you know, it's signed in with the courts at this point. It's not finalized yet.
So no, it's not finalized. This is a woman that's talking about her current husband. Child. Just say no. All that, I hate to even use this terminology. All that womanese is unnecessary right now. Is it finalized or no? It's like if I ask Kali, are you gay? Or no, she's not gonna say, well, you know, yes or no? Damn.
So Kali, you know this, right? And I'm assuming James asking that question, right? Because we know the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only reason we say in which we should get divorced is if adultery were to occur,
Mm-hmm.
right? So literally, if he sleep with another man's wife, or you sleep with another man,
what?
So literally, if he sleep with another man, which we should get divorced, is if adultery were to occur.
Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I know I just didn't hear what I thought I heard. So let me watch this over and over and over again until I hear something different.
In which we should get divorced is if adultery were to occur.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So literally, if he sleep with another man's wife, or you sleep with another man, right? Outside of that, we don't see reasons or pardons for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So when we inquire, that's the lens, generally speaking. And so when we looking at it,
That's that bullshit.
nothing you said is good enough.
Nobody cares what you think.
You know,
Based on the Bible, you said?
Based on the Bible.
for sake of conversation.
All right, them niggas was in bathhouses humping each other. So we don't, I mean, whatever.
Thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you.
She
Who
is,
cares?
you know what, Gore? I'm starting to like this person because I don't know. I'm starting to like this person as well. You heard she said? She said them niggas in the Bible was in bathhouses humping each other. Head, fight back.
Wrote it, I should have said the very person that wrote it used to like their mama and kids. I'm just saying.
Fight back, head.
Just saying.
God damn. Pastors of yesteryear would have gone ahead and hit her with the hand of Jesus.
And they would have got the hand of God.
We had to lay down a smackdown of the heavens upon you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't count.
No, I understand because that was my sentiment in the beginning as well, which is why I was so determined to try and work it out.
Okay.
It wasn't because of your children, but okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, I was just saying that because it's so we always hear people talking about piss out in the dating pool. We always hear people talking about all the negativity and stuff.
Go ahead, Nate. I gotta do something anyway. Go ahead. I'm here though.
No, my bad. But she had already mentioned adultery, and she didn't divorce a man.
You low, Nate. What'd you say?
I said she had already mentioned that he committed adultery already. And she said he did adultery and abuse. And him just quoted, only reason why you get divorced is adultery, right? Well, she stayed with him
Right.
even though he committed adultery. So, what you mean? I don't know. I guess. He had already did the act. And she
It's
did
funny
it.
when you type in her name now. Jay Prince video is the first one that come up. I'll have to review that later. But her contradictions are the problem to me. I'm going to address those in a different video shortly.
Like that. So I think it's kind of better, especially if you have kids with the person, to try to work it out, right? So just like Ham was talking about, only reason why I left my ex-wife was because, you know, I mean, she cheated, had another baby and stuff. But I don't care how bad the situation would have been. You know, I mean, she cheated, had another baby and stuff.
Do y'all think that's a valid reason for him to leave his wife? She cheated and had another baby, and do y'all think that even happened?
I don't think that happened.
I don't think that happened.
But if let's entertain that it did, is that a good reason for him to leave his wife?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fair across the board because if you cheat on me,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. So you have a good reason to leave your wife, James. We'll give you a pass today. Fuck.
she didn't have to keep that baby.
Okay.
But I don't care how bad the situation would have been. You know what I mean? It would have been my job to try to fix things, to work it out and stuff like that. Because a lot of times we thinking we getting out of a situation, going to a better, but we're like, we running from a gunshot to running to a bus. You know what I'm saying? Getting hit by a bus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's, I think this issue, the major issue is how us as men, like, so y'all want us to show up as this leader type of man, type of guy, right? But a lot of times, what we think of a leader is not what y'all think of a leader, right? Y'all think y'all can assert a leader. We don't think we can assert a leader. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's can be some of the.
Oh God, y'all
what a leader?
Usurp.
He's talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Nate, go ahead.
Well, I'm like, y'all should have think y'all born niggas. Goddamn, what the fuck are you talking about, sir? Shut up. I don't even want to hear what you gotta say. Ride past him. Cause he's saying a whole bunch of nothing. And I mean a whole bunch of nothing. The hell is you talking
I
about?
think that Kali can't call herself a leader if she is not willing to deal with the consequences.
No, she did
You
deal
were
with the
never a leader.
consequences. I was like, she did deal with the consequences. She dealt with the consequences for 10 years.
I mean, that's the life she chose, on that she made a vow.
Yeah. Huh.
She made that vow. And then what does it say about you? That what kind of value are you bringing to you? When I got my wife my whole life, it instantly got better. Just
No, his life. I'm like, her husband's life is crazy, but definitely got better because her ass was paying for shit. Shit.
Child. I damn near be a millionaire in the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Just saying.
Let's hear more Kali testimony before I go to other Kali content.
Usurp.
Oh, usurp.
My bad. I said it wrong. But yeah, so I think that's where maybe if like more men like your father got around him as like, you know what I mean, trained them up like, yo, it might be something.
We don't want to hear the what ifs. I'm done. Just blew my whole high with that bullshit. Maybe if your father had gotten around him. Well, let's go ahead and take a peek at what Kali was saying. I don't know, a year ago on the same platform. Kali comes up with a vengeance. She attacks all of the men because they allow one woman to ruin everything. On this panel, we have DJ Hamp, Lauren Mack, Yana, the Angry Man, Team Portugal, Joshua Jones, the White Man, and the Prince of the Manosphere himself, Mr. Fantastic. What could go wrong?
I'm trying to say something.
real quick, we talking to Yana, but in terms of what Josh,
disclaimer: we do not know these niggas. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This is criticism and news reporting and scholarship and research. We're a commentary channel, guys. We don't know any of these bandits. Okay, everything is alleged. Let's continue.
just saying. So for instance, I'm using, this is anecdotal, right? Just to be fair. There was an older lady and a less older lady, but they was both old. I was coming home from
I don't
DJing.
feel like hearing a fucking fairy tale. I just want to get to the clip. Let's get to Kali fucking her shit. Let's go, Kali.
It's not like
It's not every woman.
It's not even that prevalent.
We're
So okay, so it's not every woman. It's not every woman, but every other woman after that one chick didn't say thank you after you opened the door. Now every other woman has to pay for that one woman. So you don't have any standards. Your standards is based off of that one chick you had a bad experience with.
And again, y'all talking about one. Hold on, stop talking about
y'all standards are shiftless and they're on quicksand.
I'm gonna say it again.
Y'all standards is sand dunes, like for real.
Several. You not fucking here?
Wait, hold on.
Damn. So how many? So no matter how many times somebody did not say thank you after my husband opened the door or whatever for a random female, now he's supposed to not open the door for every other female because his standards is based on some other random bitch. Are y'all serious right now? His standards are his standards. It don't matter what. It don't matter.
Oh, okay. We concede, Kali. Now that your husband's standards is y'all poor ass living, and you took that vow, what's the problem? I thought a man's standards was his standards. And now she is about to be the butt of the joke for all of these men. You can't be talking no more. You fucking divorced. Shut up.
What no other female did that didn't say thank you for opening up the door. He's still gonna open up the door because that is his principle.
And that's why you shouldn't do that shit.
Christ. Can y'all hear me?
For what?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. She just
y'all
don't
hear
give a
me?
fuck.
See what
She
the
just don't care.
problem is y'all are
Go ahead, talk to us, angry man. Tell us what the problem is that we don't see clearly.
For what?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. She just
y'all
don't
hear
give a
me?
fuck.
See what
She
the
just don't care.
problem is y'all a bunch of unruly, non-ladylike fucking women, but you still want to be treated.
Oh, shit.
Damn!
Okay.
First of all, if that's the case, then y'all niggas need to leave us alone if we so unruly. Go be with me.
Did you hear that nigga whine? Angry man, you know I love you, bro. It's not personal, Mr. Valdez.
Man, fuck that Angry Bird. Anyway, like I said, if that's the problem, we so unruly, we so this, we so that, go be with a dude and see how unruly his ass is.
Let's entertain him for a moment.
Okay.
So what solution, like what's the problem with women being unruly? Like what problem is that creating? Is that he said that's the problem, but he didn't say what
I was
problem.
trying to figure that out too. What's the problem?
I don't know what the fuck he means either.
I said, when have black women, period, ever really just been silent? Not
There's never been a time when women was completely ruly. You can ask white men this. Ask them.
You know, the first thing they want to say is the feminist movement. The feminist movement.
They gonna mention their grandmas. I ain't want to talk about that shit. Child.
A whole bunch of unruly women that got sick of y'all.
Women who was throwing coochie in the 80s. For a fact. Child. In the 50s and 60s.
Door. He's still gonna open up the door because that is his principle.
And that's why you shouldn't do that shit.
Christ. Can y'all hear me?
For what?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. She just
y'all
don't
hear
give a
me?
fuck.
See what
She
the
just don't care.
problem is y'all a bunch of unruly, non-ladylike fucking women, but you still want to be treated as such. That's the goddamn problem.
No, the women who are ladylike would like to be treated as such.
Now.
So
I
was talking and you were talking over me, so I kept talking because I was talking first.
No,
we started talking when you finished. You had finished, and I started talking, and you started talking over me.
Well, I was talking over Fantastic because I didn't hear you because me and Fantastic.
Kelly, you made your point. Go ahead, let him respond real quick.
Not submitting to him. Child.
Jesus Christ, it's crazy because y'all want men to treat you the way they did when you had to act like a lady. But now y'all don't act like ladies. Y'all act like niggas. It's just like that fucking clip the dude had. Y'all act like pirates.
That's why women acting like pirates.
Y'all act like niggas now.
So how do niggas act?
So like, that's the problem, right?
Right. How do they act?
If men, okay, so let's entertain what Angry Man's saying.
Yeah.
If men acted appropriate, and then women act like them,
right? And then it would be
the whole
fine.
society. But to your point, my nigga, women doing the same degenerate shit that they see niggas doing. So maybe, just maybe, if niggas stop doing degenerate shit and women allegedly map their behaviors and patterns after men, they would be doing non-degenerate shit too.
Right.
I don't want to. That argument never worked.
It's so simple. You want me to go in the house? You come in the house.
So you out here having sex with all these random people and just having fun? Why? Because I'm doing what you doing. Damn, that's why I try to tell him. How the fuck y'all gonna get women to keep their legs closed because of the Bible when the Bible don't keep your legs closed? What? That don't make no fucking sense, fellas. Oh my God. Let's go.
Y'all don't got there's no lady like nothing in you in this day and age. Whenever dudes come across a woman that genuinely acts like a lady, dudes are shocked. We're surprised. We're like, oh my God, she actually acts like a lady. Y'all act like niggas. And then get mad when we treat you like niggas.
No, defined it.
What's wrong with that? Like, you
defined it. That's what I'm saying. Gently defined it. Define ladylike.
And define acting like a nigga too.
You define that, please.
And when you say women had to act like ladies, what you mean is men was enforcing women to act like ladies through physical assault
that they didn't ask for.
and rape.
What you consider ladylike. That's what it was.
Which now we call the patriarchy. So
Yeah.
conveniently.
So
So
you
conveniently. We call it patriarchy. We don't call it beating bitches no more and kidnapping and we don't gotta call it what it really is no more. It's called it fucking patriarchy now.
Saturday? Yeah. Saturday I'm more open.
Men or society don't know anything about women. We're
They don't
just
know
now
nothing about
starting to
us.
study them. We don't even know. Y'all don't know anything about women. But y'all history and y'all makeup has been very well documented.
This is why I like film art and what Barbie did with Ken after he was exposed to the patriarchy. It was the funniest shit how they portrayed it. So you mean to tell me I don't get a 6-figure paying job just because I'm a man? He said, no, bro, don't work that way no more. You guys are doing patriarchy fucking wrong. Child.
Case in point, hold on.
So okay, so the random
right
chick
here,
that's
right now. Yep, case in point right here, right now. And I have an ultimate counter for this. So if we can't do this by telling you several women did something right, women should have the same thing when they get abused, be it physically.
Whoa.
Ultimate counter for this. So if we can't do this by telling you several women did something right, women should have the same thing when they get abused, be it physically, be it sexually, whatever.
Wow. That's dark, fantastic.
That's a
Keep
whole
that
nother
same energy when y'all
category.
getting sexually and physically abused, cuz don't say shit to us. That's dark, fantastic.
That's a whole nother category. You going to the extreme, sir. You're crying about.
What does it have to do with a woman being unruly?
Yes, and so you crying about.
You know, I was trying to open the door for you, bitch.
Because you opened the door. What? What are you saying? What are you saying, sir? That's
Child,
completely
you can't
different.
make this shit up.
That was completely different. That was a whole nother category. That's the
Just took it and just went to another fucking level with it.
egregious besides holding
Diabolical.
the door open. Some niggas don't even sit up and say thank you when you hold the door open for them.
Yeah, but so how we go from holding the door to sexual assault?
That's what okay, I'm done.
How did we get there?
How we get there?
You niggas are demons.
Never ever have that woman should not be able to have fear in all fucking men over one incident. Would you ever?
That is true. That is absolutely true.
You would never fucking. Now you can't.
Wait, did she understand?
That is completely not cap for me.
No, Kali, that is cap.
Kali. No, that's a whole. That's a situation that traumatizes. But men are not traumatized for not opening the door for somebody and the woman didn't say thank you. They're not traumatized for something like that. That's not an event that you're traumatized from. If that's a traumatization, you a weak ass motherfucker. Period. Being sexually assaulted is traumatizing. You literally have to go to therapy for something like that. And it does take women a while to get adjusted to men and be comfortable around them. Again. So you sitting here agreeing with that shit? Oh no, okay. Girl.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Girl, you sound stupid as hell.
Utterly confused.
That's why you're in
like
a situation you in.
It's a shame.
Girl, shame. Shame.
My damn shame, as a matter of fact.
Shame.
My damn shame. Let's keep going, child.
Ask the question again.
True.
Wait, because we need a solid response to that.
He's the
say one more time.
The my
I said,
We don't care. We want to hear more minister right now.
We don't care about the 16-hour man, okay? Drove 8 hours there and 8 hours back. We don't care about the ugly, fugly nigga.
But
that was what he described as egregious and not compared to.
Because I'm doing these
comparison.
in 2-hour intervals, we have went 30 minutes over. My next reaction, I'm gonna do it in about an hour now. I gotta clean up a little bit and kiss on my son. So in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm going to respond because my favorite YouTuber right now is Your Trigger, and she dropped a video dissing Princella. Child.
Damn.
That's right. 34-minute bitch. And I'm going to have to go through that whole thing. And I want a raw reaction to it. That's right.
Uh-oh.
I'm leaving this up too. With that being said, I'll let,
Peace
as
out.
always, Lady Nate give us the outro.
All right. Thank you for coming to another episode of The Daily Rundown. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can get the latest news, messy shit, and maybe a little politics. Until then, fuck all y'all. Goodbye.
Mammy's took another L. Bye.